Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. I apologize for my voice. I'm recovering from a cold and I just sound super nasally, which is not cute, but here we are. Um, I feel significantly better than I sound, though, I promise. But I hope that you can bear this voiceover. I'm sure I'm gonna hate editing it because I do not like the way I sound right now. But um, Okay, so at the bottom washi here, I tried to do something different and I was trying to be super extra and I used one of the double line overlays from Sadie Stickers on top of what was already a double line washi. Just ignore it. It's gonna come down. I'm gonna take it off. But I thought it would look cute because I'm super into like really decorating the bottom washi section now. And anytime there's even like a little bit of empty space, I feel like it's too empty. So here I'm just using some falling leaf trims. I think these looked better. I really, really wished that Honey Inked had like a full washi version of these. They're so stunning. But I'll definitely like let her know. So um, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just, piecing it together to make it look like one full strip. And it was just a little bit of extra work, but it still turned out really pretty and it wasn't too bad. So this kit, I do not know the name of it. I apologize. I don't even know if it's on Peach Palm's website anymore. But I do have a discount code with her. If you use Rachel and then the first three letters of the current month, which would be Jan, so Jan currently, it is 10% off. So obviously for February, you would do Rachel FEB, right? So just know that it's ever changing because the months are ever changing and the years are just flying by right before our eyes. um, but it is a hassle to update that in my description bar every time. So I do try to lay out the instructions as easily as possible. So, yeah, anyways, I have been so eager to do this plan with me. This is the week I went to the cabin. This was the last week that I needed to film in my 2021 TSKP planner. By the way, Nicole of 20 something planner, she talked about it in one of her recent plan with me's, but she could not have said it any better. I loved the TSKP planner. I adored it so much. I had zero issues with it. Other than like my Thursday was misspelled, which I don't really care because I'm going to cover it anyways. I just think it's kind of like a funny joke thinking about it. Every time I run into like covering the Thursday, it just makes me giggle. So if anything, it brought happiness to me. And then the only other thing that wasn't really that big of an issue in the grand scheme of things, but I did notice it was that the second half or the second page, the bottom washi section was shorter in height. So she fixed that moving forward, but it was just some of the initial ones that were released. Um, so that's it. But other than that, I loved this planner. It was perfect. I feel like the coil size was amazing and perfect for how thick this planner got. And I really loved the white rings. I think that was my favorite thing about it. I loved her paper, such great quality. Stickers come off of it very easily, and then also the day cover section is so tall. I I had to readjust when moving into my Sadie Stickers planner. I didn't realize how massive that day cover section was in the TSKP planner. I just, because I think we started doing day cover deco like midway through 2021. So I never really paid attention to how tall that section was. And the only time I really noticed it was different was when I was talking to Lauren and Tay, and then I used my Sadie Stickers planner. I was like, whoa, what happened? I just thought it was a standard for all planners to have a really tall section above the date covers. It just never dawned on me, probably because I never really cared too much about date cover deco until just like midway through 2021, like I said earlier. So I don't know. I never paid too much attention to it, but obviously whenever you're switching planners and readjusting, that's when you notice that's when you start noticing all of the big changes. So I tried to be super extra with my bottom washi as you see here. I used the bow overlay from Sadie Stickers. I'm going to take that off. It was way too much. I don't know what it was. I just kept adding and adding and I was like, "What are you doing?" So anywho, I'm kind of going through the base here. I did do like every other day with the day cover deco. I used some clip art pieces. I loved when Nicola did that. I think it was so pretty. So I took a page from her book and I did that. And I just decorated the empty white space with some foiled deco like falling leaves. I did love this about fall was the leaves were so effortless and fun to play with and like decorate. So, like I said earlier, this was the week that I went to the cabin. This was the only week I had left unplanned and unfilmed in my 2021 planner. So after this, I am completely done. I'm actually really caught up. I am in the middle of filming last week, so in my new Sadie Stickers planner, so I'm already midway through that. So I am caught up. I'm gonna be able to do my monthly spreads like I want to for 2022. And again, Nicole, she did mention that she enjoyed watching my monthly highlights. I didn't do any monthly spreads in 2021. Honestly, the year was just, it was a crapshoot. I have no idea how to say it nicely, but 2021 was a shit show for me. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I would have probably stopped planning if I forced myself to do those monthly spreads. Just because it was way too much. I was already so behind. Like I think I was constantly behind like 6 weeks in 2021, at least for the second half of it. And I finally got caught up like towards the end of the year. And then now it's like I'm just thinking back, like if I tried to force myself to do monthly spreads, I would have given up because I think the last monthly spread I tried to do was December of 2020, and I didn't even finish that. Um, and I know this because I did that on like an Instagram live with Tay or something. But yeah, so I have a different game plan for 2022 with my monthlies. I'm going to try to approach it in a more, it's going to be decorative, of course, but um, I really love the way like Tay has inspired me so much with her monthlies. I don't know if I'm gonna do a dashboard section. I haven't really thought about that yet. Just because I'm so caught up, I'm gonna have extra videos to possibly, film. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna do for my monthlies. I'm only going to do like some highlights, not an everyday highlights thing, but we'll see. This might change while I'm in the middle of planning because things are always subject to change depending on my mood or how things are kind of going with the spread. But I might just do like a few highlights throughout the whole month, like things that really, really stood out to me that I really want to mark, and then like keep the empty spaces more decorative and just use extra deco and florals and things like that. So we shall see how it goes. And I think this will alleviate the work I have to do because when I do like monthly highlights and do a highlight or two every day, it's so much because instead of just doing like here you're seeing a weekly spread, right? But in a month format, there are so many days. And I know technically like with having 7 columns here, you're you're still filling out a lot, but you can really gauge how much you want to fill out per column. And I don't know, to me, monthlies are just so much more work. There's so many days and it's I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. If you've ever done a monthly highlights or like done a monthly plan with me, let me know if you understand what I'm saying. I just feel like it's so much more work. And I think for me, what makes it more work is I have to go through all the weeks and like write down a highlight from that day. And what I do is I actually use my notes in my phone to jot down like it's a running list of everything that's happened on the day, and then I reference my cell phone to do my memory plan with me for my weekly. And then I'll go through my weekly after I delete that running list on my phone. If I don't delete it, it's going to be atrociously long. So I obviously delete it. And then I'm basing like that one highlight from what I put in my weekly plan with me. So um it's like a lot of work to kind of filter through all the pages, and like I know I'm making it sound more tedious than it probably is, but honestly with this being a hobby, it can easily turn into a job. So I'm trying at least to make things less of a job and more like fun. I'm trying to approach it this year where it's actually something like something that I want to do, right? Something like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just trying to approach it differently so I can enjoy it more and not feel like boggled down. Is that the right term? And not feel just like overwhelmed by the amount of work that goes into filming, editing, uploading. Like, I don't mind filming. Filming is fun for me. Sitting down and planning with stickers and playing with it, I love it so, so much. It makes me so happy. Um, I definitely crave it like after a long day of work or when I'm just like sitting around, like, oh my God, I want to plan. Like, I'm excited. Um, but the editing, the voiceover, y'all, if you make videos, you know. Um, I know I'm kind of talking through the days here, but this is going to be more chatty and I'll certainly answer some sticker questions in a little bit. But I just, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but here we are. Um, but I really do love planning. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I the fact that I had so many extra weeks to plan and I was constantly behind, it was even more exciting to like know I had a week to plan. But now that I'm slowly closing that window, like I am already midway through planning last week. Um, I'm gonna be like itching and eager to like plan. If I don't have something to plan, I'm gonna be like bummed, right? So I think that's like the only downside of being caught up is whenever you are craving planning and playing with stickers, like I mean, I think you can obviously still play with them, but if the week's not done, you don't have anything to memory plan. And I don't personally enjoy doing like pre-plans with kits because I feel like I end up wasting the kit. Um, just because I don't know what my plans are. Let me know if you feel that way too. I like treasure my kits so much where I really want it to be so special and used properly in a memory spread. Is that weird? Is that weird? I don't know. Friends, please don't leave me hanging because I feel weird. Like I'm already talking to myself in my room. Can you help me out? Um okay, so here I love the way I marked Hello December or yeah, Hello December. That little mushroom, it is so adorable. I don't know why, but I never thought that I would say mushrooms are cute. But the mushrooms in this clip art are so cute, especially when I put the bow on it. Adorable. Love it so much. Um, and I never thought I would like enjoy a spread with mushrooms in it, but here we are, right? So again, I'm using my custom meeting scripts from Paper Trail Plans. I just placed a second order. Woo woo. I might actually get customs that say like walk with Jace, but I love writing Jace's name, so I might not. I don't know. Decisions. Okay. So I had meetings and I think what did I do here? I don't have my planner to reference. Okay, I'm writing it all down. Anyways, so this was actually the week I deep cleaned my kitchen and my pantry. Oh gosh, that was so satisfying. Taking everything off the shelves, reorganizing it by category, like it was so satisfying to do. And oh, here I filled up my tank. I work from home, so I don't have to get gas very often at all. But I was, traveling this week, so I obviously wanted to fill up my car. I got my little sister's music sheets. She plays the viola, and I think she either left it at my house or I printed some for her. I can't really remember. I should probably go get my planner. But anyways, do I have any pictures of this? I think I do. Oh, let me see. Coming in the clutch, Rachel. I always take photos of my spreads, so sometimes I will have it. Okay, so I did a lot of garland layering as well, and I love the way it turned out, especially when garlands are now available on transparent matte paper. I also have been loving the new bows from Sadie Stickers. She did a $2 Tuesday, and I've been obsessed with putting them where like the garlands crisscross so I can kind of cover the, not so elegant like look. I don't know. It kind of looks off, so I'm just covering it with the bow. But I also like centering it on the circles, especially scallop circles. They're so pretty. So, let's see, going through my pictures here. Okay, so on Thursday, I wanted to just mark that I packed and loaded my car. These were just like things like food and drinks, things that we would need at the cabin. So I wanted to mark that. I marked all of my meetings the same way using a Crafts by Towie pen. I don't use these pens very often, so I'm very glad to be able to use them. I think they're adorable. That is a midi box from Sadie Stickers. Love them. The color matched perfectly. Um, the Starbucks run is also a script from Paper Trail Plans. It is not a custom, but I think it's her volume 1 or version 1. She has a second style as well that says Starbucks run. Both of those icons are from Crafts by Towie. I also felt like this scene was perfect just to mark driving, like to the cabin. So I didn't feel like I had to write it. I just, used it. And I put the car full box here because I felt like that was appropriate since, I was traveling this day. And I also used the other like clip art scene of the trees in the road for the monthly section. So I try to spread it out evenly. There's one in the monthly section, the middle section, and then on the last day, as you can see. So I thought that was really perfect and I spread that out very evenly. So when we got to the cabin that night, we just played music and had games or we played music, played games, and what am I saying? We listened to music, we had tons of wine, and we played games. Goodness gracious. Okay. And so I of course used the gathered layers scallop circles in this in this spread. I used the collection as much as I could. Tried to pull in some of the shadow boxes as well. Just love the look of them. And I tried to alternate when I was using like a scalloped circle every other day, and then the shadow boxes every other day as well. So on Friday morning, it was so nice to just wake up, make a cup of coffee. I was the first person up naturally. um, I woke up with the sun and I was reading my book. So SR sunrise. I didn't have space to write it down, but I woke up with the sun, and it was so beautiful. Just if you follow me on Instagram, I did share that on my stories as well. You can hear the birds chirping. It was just so perfect. I loved it. It was like the perfect chillness. I don't know, meaning like temperature. It wasn't super cold, but it was like cold enough where you definitely wanted to bundle up. It was just beautiful. I would probably say that was my favorite thing from the entire cabin trip, was just waking up early and enjoying the sunrise and having coffee and time for myself. Like that's my solace through and through. Doing that at home is already something I do, but having the ability to do that with a scene is a whole nother level. So I love that. We grabbed brunch, and then we also later on that night just had drinks and played cornhole. So this was a really fun trip. It was really exciting and just great to just hang out with some friends. And then we sat by the fire and had s'mores. I was finally able to use my cute little fire sticker from White Deer Stationery. Bummer, because I wanted to use that when I marked, making s'mores the other week, but it didn't match the kit I was using. So I don't know if using like White Deer Stationery's regular colorway would look right with a fire, right? Because a fire is supposed to be red and orange and yellow, right? Oh well. Okay. Um, let's see. On Saturday morning, I cooked breakfast. Like we all kind of cooked breakfast and pitched in. It was really fun. Because the day before we like went to the local grocery store, which was about like 30 minutes away, and just like grabbed as many things as we needed to make breakfast the next morning. We did a 5 mile hike, um, and it was in the mountains, and it was so beautiful. Um, to be honest with you, I accidentally slipped on ice, and none of us saw it. I was wearing proper like footwear and stuff too, but I'm so glad I caught myself because I didn't want to go rolling down a mountain. you know, RIP, that would suck. But I did hurt my ankle because I had sprained my ankle already like a couple weeks prior. So I felt like I just hurt it even more, and that was a pretty painful walk. So long story short, we got lost. This is what happens when you let the know-it-all just, take charge, and everybody just follows the know-it-all. And we end up going on an even more difficult trail than we were planning. Um, and here we thought it was like the easier trail the whole entire time. So we got kind of lost and off track. Um, it ended up being a really, really long hike. I know 5 miles isn't too long for some people, but with what we had to deal with, it was long. After hurting myself too, like that was not cool. So I was over it at that point. But yeah, anyway, so I know like I don't know what I was thinking. So the full box already has the boots, and I was like, oh dang, I used the clip art boots again. So it is what it is. And then I also used it in the like day cover section. So there's like 3 boots on the second half of the week. So it was, a lot of boots. We had margaritas and nachos, and then we also played games and had more drinks. So naturally, I just used all the drink icons I could gather and use them. Let's see. On Sunday, I again got up early. I read with a beautiful view to the sun, and I used the book clip art, the little journaling one that came with a kit to mark that. These circles are from Sadie Stickers. I think she did like a $2 Tuesday recently. So I just wanted to mark that we had coffee and just chatted. Did a Starbucks run on the way home, and talked to some of my friends on the phone here. So did the same trick with floralizing an icon. That word is from Tay because I have to practice saying that word. It's really hard to say. Using a mini box from Sadie Stickers, and all the colored ones are from White Deer Stationery, and the foiled ones are from Crafts by Towie. So that is everything. Here are the leftover stickers. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Bye!
can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you. Across the road. Across the road. Lost and in a daze, I caught your sudden gaze, and time it started racing. But moments tend to fade, and you're too far away for me to get my name in.